You took an oath to honor the Constitution.
It's a racist word.
It's not a racist. I said he called me that word. Nobody was called that.
Use it.
Just do your own job, you piece of shit.
You're not going to put me in fear with your camera.
I didn't know y'all could be so good anymore.
In a quiet town, a man innocently stood by as the police investigated a situation unrelated to him. The peaceful scene changed when an officer approached him, asking about a bike. Though the man denied any involvement, another officer contradicted him.
Okay, if you're not talking to anybody, you can leave.
Well, you can leave. You're dismissed.
No.
Can't leave. We can't leave. I'm not leaving.
Okay, then come and talk to me.
No, I'm not going to come talk to you. I'm not going to come talk to you.
Police officer, man.
I know.
Did you pull the bike? Did you pull the bike off him?
I'm not going to come talk to him.
Did you pull the bike off him?
I did not.
Okay.
After a short exchange, the officer let him go but asked for his ID. The man refused, leading to a tense standoff.
You just told me you did.
Nothing to do with me.
Okay, you're free to leave.
Yeah, you're free to leave.
What's his name?
Preston. That's all I know.
Preston what?
I don't know.
You got an ID on your boss? I'm gonna need an ID now. Okay.
The officer insisted, but the man firmly believed he didn't have to talk to anyone. Despite his protests, the man was arrested.
177. I got an uncooperative witness. Come on over here.
Right.
I need to talk to you.
Constitutional right. No.
I need to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
You have to talk to me.
I don't want to talk. No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
Okay, you've
No, I don't.
inserted yourself.
I came down here to help them.
So,
I don't have to talk to
this is
anybody.
gonna go one of two
I don't
ways.
have to talk to anybody.
This is going to go
I
one
don't
of
have
two
to talk
ways.
to anybody.
Okay, either
I
you're
don't
going
have
to
to
sit
talk to
here and
anybody.
talk to me,
No,
we'll just have a short
no,
conversation,
no.
or I'm going to arrest you for obstruction.
No, you're not. I'm not obstructing
You
anything.
are.
You're right here.
Okay.
I'm not obstructing nothing.
Okay.
These guys
Please
are taking care of it.
Please just come talk to me.
No.
Okay, turn around.
I don't want to talk to you.
Turn around right now.
It was a regrettable incident, and in the end, the police had to pay a hefty sum of $290,000. In a small town, an unusual incident unfolds. A police officer on duty, Officer Smith, seems disoriented, possibly under the influence. He decides to confront a random man named Dave in a local diner. Dave is puzzled by Officer Smith's sudden demand for identification.
You have any ID on you?
No, I don't have to give you
No,
ID,
you do
sir.
have to.
For what, sir? What did I do, sir?
You do.
What did I do, sir?
Officer Smith insists he must show ID, claiming to be his superior officer with badge number 4. Dave resists, believing he has no obligation to comply without a valid reason.
Send me another unit.
Please bring your superior here, sir.
I am superior.
No, you're.
I am
hired.
the superior officer. My badge number's 4. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have ID.
I don't have to give you ID,
No,
sir.
you do
I'm
have
just
to.
sitting there lunch.
You
Why
do
are
have
you
to
here?
show your ID.
Why are you here? No, I don't.
Yes, I do. I had a
What's the crime
call
that I
on you.
commit?
Officer Smith orders Dave to leave the diner, and Dave questions the fairness of the situation, suggesting possible racial profiling.
What crime
You
did
know
I
what?
commit?
Get up
What
and
crime?
go outside.
I'm
Get
asking.
up and go outside.
I'm asking you what crime
Get
did I
up
commit.
and go outside.
Sir, I'm asking you what.
I got called here for you, and I'm asking your identification.
Sir, what
Get up
did
and
you
go
do?
outside.
What was the call?
Get up and go outside.
Sir, that's not fair. That's not right.
No, it is fair.
That's not right, sir.
It's very fair.
That's not right. It's
And
all
it's
being
very
recorded.
right.
Racial profiling, man.
Oh
On this
yeah,
planet.
it's racial profiling.
Straight in here.
Or, I'm sorry, 32431-272. Run that, please. Because this guy's saying that I'm racial profiling him.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, because I just don't like people.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't like people.
It's like that out here, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
sad.
it's like that out here.
It's sad.
Everybody knows me knows that I don't care whether you're white, brown, or tan.
Drunk, sir? Why are you looking like that, bro?
Because I'm tired of your attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
You
I
do
never
have
had
that.
As the tension escalates, another officer arrives at the scene. Dave wonders why he's being singled out, while Officer Smith maintains he doesn't discriminate based on skin color.
That's real. That's real. Yes, sir. But why am I being outside? Why am I being outside?
Is there anything on him? Did you hear what they just said?
Yeah, I heard.
The situation becomes increasingly fraught, leaving everyone involved feeling uneasy and uncertain about how it will ultimately unfold. There was a blind man taking a walk with a special stick to help him navigate. Unexpectedly, he was stopped by someone who thought his stick resembled a weapon. The person asked for the blind man's name and birth date, to which he hesitated, but eventually responded.
What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes, sir. I was investigating.
You have reasonable.
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now?
The person insisted that it looked like he was carrying a weapon in his back pocket, wanting to make sure it was safe. The blind man tried to explain that it wasn't a firearm, but the person kept turning around, making it difficult to see.
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Another person arrived and asked the same questions, but the blind man repeated that it was not a weapon, just a tool for his blindness. Despite his clarification, they decided to arrest him.
Sir, what'd she stop you for? For a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay?
Now she's asking me for ID.
Okay.
I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion.
Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number.
You know, I put him in jail for resisting.
Frustrated, the blind man made a public statement, asserting his right to defend himself legally.
This is not a weapon. This is an aid to a man who's legally blind. And by him merely displaying it and showing, okay, you were wrong, Jamie Goad, you were wrong, this isn't a... That should have been the end of the encounter.
It is the law in Florida that you are supposed to resist unlawful orders. So I made up my mind to properly, legally, and as maturely as possible, given the circumstances, to fight back with the only tools that I have.
He vowed to fight back using the tools available to him, even though he couldn't see. In a quiet town, there was a rookie cop. This young officer believed he could order people around. He approached a man standing by his car and told him to leave. But the man, calm and firm, refused. He didn't appreciate being bossed around and made it clear. The cop was in for a surprise. The man was no pushover. He enjoyed teaching cops about the law.
It's my car.
Okay, we can get out of the street and get in the car.
No, I'm going to stand right here. I'm standing right by my car. You don't tell me what to do. Don't be a dick. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I sue lots of cops. Don't play games. Mind your own business. This is why people don't like cops. Then shut your mouth and do your job.
He scolded the rookie, urging him to mind his own business, and even threatened to sue if harassed further. The cop had no choice but to listen. The man revealed he taught constitutional law, traveled the country suing cops, and stood up for his rights.
And if you want to arrest me, do it, and I'll sue your under 1983. You're telling me to get out of the road. Don't tell me what to do. Mind your own business. I'm a full-grown man. Mind your own business. I'm a full-grown man who teaches constitutional law, and I sue cops. I travel the country suing cops. So if I was you, mind your own business. This is why people don't like cops.
The cop couldn't argue and got schooled by a man who knew the law.
Even a quarter the man I am, and we know that. Otherwise, you'd do something else with your life. Look what you do for a living. You're an oppressor.
Hey guys, do you mind hitting the sidewalk for me?
You abuse people. Why? He just wants to tell you what to do.
Serving a protecting.
You don't need to tell them to get in the sidewalk. Just do your own job, you piece of shit. Upholding rights. You're not supposed to bug people, and you're not supposed to bug the citizens of our country.
In the end, he learned that in their job, they should serve and protect without bugging the citizens they swore to defend. In a busy city, there was a man holding a camera. He stood in the parking lot near the Newburgh Police Department. Two officers approached and asked him to leave. One of them even stopped him from moving. The first officer wanted to help, but the man declined. The officer then asked for his name and badge number.
Can I help you with anything?
No, I don't need any help with anything right now.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number, though?
Sure, Kuhn, KUHN, Shield 17. Can I ask you what you're doing?
17. I'm just taking video and picture. How you doing, sir?
Of what?
What?
We got a in the parking lot. Myself and Officer Kuhn.
How you doing?
You're not allowed to be in this area.
Can I get your name and badge number?
You can read it right there, but you're not allowed to be in this area.
The second officer joined, questioning his presence. The man insisted it was a public parking lot. They argued about his right to be there.
You have any business here?
I do have business here, yeah.
What's your business?
I don't have to tell you that.
What's your business?
I don't have to tell you. Hey, whoa.
What's your business?
Just relax, man. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it is a big deal because you're not allowed to be in this area. This is for authorized personnel only.
That's
so
not.
if you'd like to go in the lot.
That's not true. There's no sign saying authorized personnel only. So.
No, well, I'm telling you that. So you can go into the
no,
parking
you
lot.
can't just. This is a public parking lot. So
no,
what happens is Geyer. Is that how I say that? This is a public parking lot. Yeah, because it's funded by taxpayer.
It's not.
You're wrong.
It's not. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Listen, buddy, we can go take a walk over here, and you can go stand over there. We can have this conversation.
You can take a walk over there if you'd like. There is no signs deeming this a restricted area.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
telling you.
You can't just deem an area restricted that's open to the public.
So then maybe you're having a hard time listening. Okay, that's what the issue could be here.
No,
I'm just trying to tell you, bro.
I don't think that's it.
Go take a walk over here. Do you have issues or something like?
No,
hearing?
I think
you have issues hearing.
I think you have some anger issues, buddy.
You're not allowed to be in this area, dude.
This guy came over here.
Come over here and walk over here.
There's a complete difference. See, this is the contrast in America of you got cops like you, and then you got cops like you. You don't need credentials, and I don't need to provide you with anything unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime. I'm about to commit a crime. Reasonable, articulable. Did you learn that in training or no? Okay. So reasonable, you don't use that over here?
We don't use that phrase.
I mean, every police, reasonable, articulable suspicion.
I never heard those two words used together.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Suddenly, a sergeant arrived. He listened to both sides and quickly dismissed the officers, stating the man had done nothing wrong. The sergeant reminded them that reasonable, articulable suspicion was needed for a detention.
Sergeant, before I'm being unlawfully detained, so.
You're not being detained. We're just
no. This guy told me I was being detained.
Listen, I told him he's staying here, trying to figure out what he's doing. He just want to get his name.
So I'm sure as the sergeant would know, you can't detain me for no reason.
A journalist.
I am a journalist.
We're investigating what was going on, okay?
Yeah, but as a sergeant, you should know that your officer here didn't know what reasonable, articulable suspicion was. So he said he's never heard of it. You guys don't use that here. Is that true?
No. What I said was I never heard the way you described it. First of all,
reasonable, articulable suspicion. You said you didn't know what that was.
No. As far as how we conduct business, we don't conduct business.
Well, I'm gonna teach you something. In order to detain somebody, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion. That's not speaking the way I do.
Like you just said, everybody's different,
So
right?
when you detain somebody, what's your burden of proof? What do you have? What do you do? You just go to random. You just go to random people and say you're detained.
Enough. We don't need to sit here and argue, okay? You guys are all set.
All right.
You guys can go.
Take care, guys. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
Sarge, listen. I have no ill intent.
Look, you're not being violent. You're not even being argumentative. You're free. You're recording me. That's fine. You're also being recorded. I'm sure you already know that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much, Sergeant.
All right. Take care, sir.
Appreciate you. Stay safe out there, okay?
Thank you.
Take care, Sarge.
All right. Take care, sir. Have a good day, man.
You too.
Go Yankees.
There you go. We can agree on something, right?
Yeah.
With the sergeant's intervention, the ordeal ended, and the man continued his peaceful recording, grateful for the sergeant's understanding. Two friends, Burke and Brandon, found themselves pulled over by the police. As the officer approached their vehicle, he asked Burke for his license and inquired about the source of the commotion in their Jeep.
I don't know.
None of us.
Yeah, come on back here with me, Mr. Burke.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bird.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one time. How long you had your license?
Over 6 months.
Over 6 months. So you're good to haul everybody around in there, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one time.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Burke promptly informed the officer that it was Brandon who had been yelling.
If you don't, we're going to go another route with it. Who yelled out of your Jeep when you went by us?
It was Brandon.
Who?
Brandon.
Which one's Brandon?
In the front seat.
The officer, satisfied with Burke's response, proceeded to investigate Brandon, likely aiming to ascertain the reason for his outburst or address any potential concerns.
Got the Jeep.
Yes, sir.
What'd you have to say?
Nothing.
No, tell me one more time you're going to jail, son. What's your name?
Brandon Hughes.
Brandon Hughes.
Yes, sir.
I know who you are.
Yes, sir.
Is there something you need to say to us that you want to yell out the window?
No, sir.
Who you yelling at? Look at me when you talk to me, son. Who you gonna yell at? What'd you say? F the police.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Get your hands out of your pockets.
Yes, sir.
Why you want to say that to the police?
I don't know y'all protect us. I shouldn't have.
No, I ain't protecting you.
Yes, sir.
F the police. Why? You can get back. Why do you want to F the police, son?
I don't.
Why do you say it then? You think it's going to make you a badass or something in front of everybody?
No, sir, I don't, because I'm getting fussed out right now.
You want to fuck the police?
No, sir,
well, here I am, right here,
don't.
brother.
I don't want to.
Why not? You're a tough guy. Come on.
I'm not tough.
Huh?
I'm not tough.
You seemed like a little baby the day you was in court, remember?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity.
No, sir.
This encounter marked a moment of tension and curiosity as the police officer sought to uncover the details surrounding the incident.
Then why you want to yell about it when you're in front of your buddies right there? Is it cool?
No, sir.
You trying to be a badass in front of them?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity to fuck me up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now let me ask you this. What have I ever done to you?
Nothing at all.
Not a damn thing.
Yes,
What has my partner ever done to you?
Not a thing.
Not a damn thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So why do you want to fuck the police?
I don't. I was being dumb.
No, it's a little bit more than being stupid is what I think.
Ignorant.
So let me ask you something. Next time you get caught selling weed or having weed on you, do you think somebody's going to try to cut you a break? If I go to goddamn everybody out of that damn Jeep and I find 1 ounce of damn weed, do you think I'm going to take everybody to jail?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Just me.
No, hell, I'm going to take every one of your damn friends to jail.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
17.
I didn't know y'all could be so good anymore. Everybody get out of the Jeep.
Yes, sir.
You want to see how big of a damn police is going to be? I'm fixing to show you. We're fixing to search every damn one of you and every damn ounce of this Jeep. Now, so help me God, if I find one damn seed, every damn one of you is going to go to jail because of police, son.
Yes, sir.
17. Can you 25 with me up at Checkers?
What's your location?
Up here at Checkers.
Ultimately, the officer searched everyone in the Jeep and warned them that even a single trace of illegal substances would result in jail time for all of them. In a tranquil neighborhood, a man finds himself on the defensive as 2 officers encroach on his property without justification. Unfounded suspicions hang heavy in the air, casting a shadow over this quiet enclave. The man steadfastly refuses to yield, demanding proof of a search warrant. He holds his ground, refusing to provide any identification.
Do you have a search warrant to be on my property?
Okay. I do not, okay? Listen to me. Alright. If you can just provide this information for me, your IDs, if you live here.
I'm not providing you nothing, man. Matter of fact, get off of my property right now if you don't have a search warrant.
Sir, I'm
asking you nice.
And I was asking you nicely as well.
Hey, sir, all I'm saying, if you don't have a search warrant, paperwork to be on my property.
Tensions escalate as the officers persist in their requests. The man's frustration grows, and he questions the legitimacy of their accusations.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
That I have right now is y'all failure to identify.
Okay, 38.02, failure to identify. One must already be under arrest for a crime that he has committed. What crime have I committed?
Failure to identify.
38.02, failure to identify. Only becomes a crime when one has already been lawfully arrested for a crime. Let me give you an example, sir, since I don't know who you is.
Detained.
Huh?
And what about detained?
What am I being detained for?
You were detained because you were suspicious activity.
No, but penal code. You got to name a penal code that I've committed. That is the crime. Name a crime that I committed. You hear me? Name a crime that I committed other than being and walking down this driveway.
You were detained for suspicious behavior.
His calm and composed demeanor contrasts sharply with the officers' uncertain justifications for their actions. They entered his property without permission, disregarding a posted no trespassing sign.
I'm gonna show you guys, because you're dealing with the wrong one. That's why you guys mad at me, because you won't be able to handle me like you handle the other ones, because I'm on top of my game. I know you see the gold teeth, the tattoos, and immediately think I'm another plain, normal, regular black guy. No, player, wrong one. But let me educate you guys today. Texas Penal Code, failure to identify. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refused to give his name, residence, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person. I am not under arrest. Once you show me that you have a legitimate reason to believe that I have committed a crime or I'm in the act of committing a crime, you know, you got to name a penal code. What penal code do you suspect me of breaking? What crime have I committed? This officer told me I look suspicious, man. I look suspicious. I walk down the driveway right here down to the backyard, right? When the officer right here was passing by, this officer right here was passing by. And when he seen me, he turned around and came back. And I looked up, he already in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? He seen the no trespassing sign.
That's correct.
He's agreeing with me. He seen the no trespassing sign and took it upon his business because he seen a guy, I guess it's such a nice looking house that we weren't supposed to be there. He's trespassing. He's looking to try to take something from me. You hear me? I violated no law. I haven't breached the peace. I've done nothing wrong. And he's here asking me for my information.
That's all I need.
And I don't have to give that to you if I've done nothing wrong, sir.
For a suspicion that?
Suspicious of what?
Of being at this property.
This is proof right here, Marlon, of what we're dealing with. This is proof what we're dealing with. We got people in charge of us who don't even know the laws themselves. But I quote them for them. You hear me? I quote them for them.
In this serene neighborhood, an unassuming man displays an impressive grasp of the law, resolutely defending his rights and property against unwarranted intrusion. Next up is Officer Peck from the Middletown CT Police Department. He believes it's okay to stop someone from recording in public. Let's see how this unfolds.
Right now, I'm just asking you some questions.
For what purpose?
For actually filming down back there in our private parking area.
Okay, is that a crime?
It is right now. Do you have your ID?
No, it's not a crime right now.
Can you grab your ID for me, please?
No. Am I being detained for a crime?
Dispatch. We'll be out with a party. Main and
Am I being detained?
Presently, right now.
For what?
So I can figure out what's going on.
That's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me?
No.
You're refusing to ID.
Why don't you tell me what crime I'm committing?
Okay, right now, you're a suspicious party.
That's not a crime.
It is a crime right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me so I can identify you?
No.
You're refusing to be ID'd right now.
That's correct.
Okay, sit tight for just a second.
The person with the camera refuses to show ID and questions why they're being detained. Officer Peck claims they're suspicious, but the person disagrees.
Your name is Peck, badge number 7099.
Are you okay? Are you having a medical condition?
I'm fine.
Okay, because you're shaking quite a bit.
Yeah.
Are you on any drugs right now?
I'm talking to an armed guy who's threatening
I'm a police
me,
officer.
So, you know,
I'm a state
that's
certified
kind of a
police
reason
officer.
to be.
I haven't threatened you at any point. I'm just trying to determine what's going on.
Yeah, you've got your hand on your.
I have my hand resting on my.
You're telling me I'm committing a crime, which I'm not.
Okay, you're a suspicious party right now, so I'm just stopping to speak to you.
Well,
I'm trying to determine who you are, why you're filming the back area of the police department. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, well.
You're refusing to be ID'd right now. You're not going to supply your identification.
I'm not going to consent to anything.
Okay, I'm not asking you to consent. I'm asking you for your ID so I can verify who you are.
Well, my answer is no.
Okay.
You're asking me for it, I'm telling you no.
Sit tight for just a second, that's great.
Okay, what crime are you detaining me for?
You're a suspicious party right now.
Because you need reasonable suspicion.
Right. So the only reason that I'm trying to speak to you is because you're walking around the police department, filming the private areas of the police department, the back of the building, the front of the building. I got to determine who you are.
Well, I've explained to you the law that you need to know, so I'm not really going to talk to you
I'm not sure
anymore.
where you got your criminal degree or your law degree, but I think you might want to get your money back on that one, okay?
Other officers join in, but eventually leave after being educated on the law.
Sir, are you aware why we're making contact with you?
I already informed Officer Peck that I wasn't going to speak to you anymore, so...
I didn't hear you say that. I apologize. I missed you when you said that.
I made it pretty clear.
Did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago? Sir, did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago?
I already informed Officer Peck I'm not going to speak to you, so if you have something to say to me, fine, but I'd like to be on my way.
Down on the back sidewalk.
Be on your way in a second. I just want to explain to you why we're talking to you. Okay? I gotta do that. About 3 weeks ago, someone shot about 9 to 15 rounds off in the back of Meriden Police Department, hitting cruisers, hitting the building. All right? It kind of heightens our awareness a little bit about people being around the back lot when it's unsecured and we have people coming in. Right? That's why we're right? It's the only reason I'm talking to you. I'm aware you didn't do anything. That's fine. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay. You are aware that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You just violated my constitutional rights. You're required to suspect me of a crime before you detain me. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So, what crime did you suspect me of committing?
The person accuses the officers of violating their constitutional rights and questions their commitment to their oath.
Do you feel bad when you violate your oath? You swore an oath to protect us and to uphold the Constitution. Do you feel any guilt when you don't uphold that oath? What about you, sir? What's your name and badge number? Officer Maturo. Do you feel guilt when you violate people's constitutional rights? You took an oath to honor the Constitution. How do you feel about that?
There was an officer who believed he had escaped trouble after planting evidence. Little did he realize, he unknowingly reenacted the whole scheme on his body cam. Curiosity strikes as he checks the footage, remembering the incriminating act.
I'm gonna check here. Hold on.
Was that 30?
You. Hold up. Not yet.
A pause, then realization dawns, causing him to pause in shock. This officer didn't plan to, but he arrested the guy for a strange reason. He claimed there was a smell of weed. The guy had a camera and was recording the police department. The officer disagreed, saying it was private, while the guy insisted it was a public area. He mentioned the Supreme Court's ruling, allowing recording.
Smells like weed down here. Hi.
You cannot record in this private police department.
It's not a private police department. It's a public police department.
Turn that off, or I'm going to seize the camera.
This is a public area. This is no. It's my property, sir. This is a public area.
Not record in the
This
lobby
is a
of the
public
police department.
area.
It is not.
No, the Supreme Court's already decided on this.
Case law says you cannot record.
No,
They can
it
seize
doesn't.
this. Absolutely.
The officer got upset, accused the guy of stealing equipment, and attempted to arrest him. The guy said he just wanted a complaint form.
No, get off of my equipment.
Absolutely.
Get off of my equipment.
You're under arrest.
For what?
For interfering with a police officer.
Interfering with you're stealing my equipment.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're stealing this is a public lobby. I came down here to get an employee complaint form against you. I'm not resisting you. There's no need to do that. I put my hands behind my back, didn't I? No, you're not going to do that. You're obviously violating the law right now.
You're under arrest.
You were violating it yesterday.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting. My dog is attached to me.
There was a female police officer who often asked for identification without a clear reason. However, on this particular day, she is asking for the driver's license from a man. He questioned the purpose, asking about the suspected crime, but she brushed it off and insisted on verifying his identity.
Driver's license?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't get pulled over.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking you for a driver's license for an ID to verify who you are.
Okay, but what crime are we investigating? What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Let me get
what crime do
your
you
driver's
suspect me
license.
of committing?
Let me get your ID to
Okay.
verify who you are.
But you need a crime.
After a brief exchange, they resolved the situation. The officer who requested her ID thanked her and praised her professionalism.
You don't need a
Yes,
crime.
you do.
Not
Yes, you do.
to.
In public.
No, you don't.
ID?
No, you don't.
Thank you. I appreciate you, boss. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, what's your name, sir? What's your badge number? I appreciate you're awesome, bro. Thank you. All we doing is breaking up a fight and y'all pulling us over. Thank you.
I didn't give a chance to talk to you.
All we do is break up a fight and then they can't touch people. Thank you. Have a good night.
Their interaction was part of their effort to break up a fight, and the situation ended peacefully. In a busy town, Officer Hazard finds himself confronted by a man known as NC Tyrant Hunter, who seems determined to keep the officers in check.
I think you probably need to get off the grass.
I think you better make me get off. How about that?
What's going on?
How about that? How about you make me move? How about that, boss? You ain't got no authority out here, so go back to work. Come make me move.
As the encounter unfolds, Hazard asks for the man's name and purpose, but NC Tyrant Hunter remains tight-lipped, refusing to reveal his mission.
Here we go. What's up?
Hey, any reason you guys are
I can't hear you, man.
Any reason y'all are out
I need it first. I need your name and your badge number.
Hazard 4254.
Hazard?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Any reason you guys are out here?
Yep.
And that is?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
Can you keep it secret?
Sure.
I still can't tell you.
Okay.
Because we can keep it secret too.
Yeah.
That's fine. The company's just wondering why you guys are out here filming their trucks. They're trying
Absolutely.
to run a business.
I recorded everyone that come out of here.
Okay. Any reason why?
Yep.
Oh. And you're not going to share that?
Nope.
You guys have ID?
Yeah. I guarantee you we got ID.
You want to provide me with
absolutely
ID?
not.
Sure.
That was funny. Thank you for that. I needed a good laugh this morning.
Okay. That's fine. Hey, look, your truck's on their property.
No, it's not. It's not. I already looked.
But
it's
look,
not.
if you want to park on the street, that's fine.
Nope.
But
We can park right there.
grass-
There's no parking.
We can park right there, cuz.
You know this. You know this.
It's public property.
It's in front of their company.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You're 100% right. It is in front of their company.
With the sergeant present at the scene, I wish we can look forward to a productive remainder of this encounter.
Hey, look, all I ask you is to park on the street. That's all.
But we're not.
This is actually the street. This is state property.
What's up, Chief? Was it Berg?
Mm-hmm.
Nice
cameras.
Badge number?
Huh?
Badge number?
4340.
Question: How come every time a cop shows up, they park where it's dangerous? Why don't they park where it's safe?
This is where
You know what I mean? You know, they're always parking in the.
I don't want to put you behind me because I don't know you.
Well, that really wasn't the question. The question is why y'all park in the street, not where you park.
So I can see you guys.
In a quiet town, Westchester police were on duty, following an attempted theft at the grocery store. Their attention then turned to a man who was simply going about his business. Approaching the man, an officer politely asked him to remove his hands from his pockets.
Come talk to me. Yeah. How you doing, man? Take your hands out of your pockets for me.
The man complies, looking puzzled. The officers explain that they received a call about the man concealing items inside his jacket. The man appears confused and frustrated as they discuss the situation.
How you doing?
We're doing well until I got stopped. What's up?
Yeah, LP called and said that you were concealing some items inside your jacket.
Who do I sue?
Huh?
Hey, come get this on film.
Well, that's
Who do I sue?
No, we're just trying to figure it out.
The man informed them that he had seen the police enter the store and he was behind them. He questioned his own innocence.
Like I said, we got a call that LP is following somebody. Okay, they say he's got a brown jacket on. Okay, jacket underneath.
I walked in here 5 minutes after you guys walked in. I saw you walk in. So how could they see me still?
I have no idea.
Get this on film, please. What do you want me to do?
If you have things concealed.
What did they say? A man did it?
No,
sir.
Well, what did they say? Because I walked in here after you guys.
Listen.
Yep.
This isn't tan.
Do you have any items in your jacket?
Hell yeah, I got items in my jacket.
Well,
the items that I walked in here with behind you guys.
A story unfolds about an officer who stops his daughter and her boyfriend. He misuses his authority while on duty. The officer instructs them to step out of the car, indicating trouble ahead. He talks about making things up as they go along.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make as we go.
In an unusual encounter, an erratic police officer makes a scene that resembles a cartoon. Two men advised him that he was blocking the traffic, and the police officer asked them for their identification.
You're blocking traffic, sir?
Bro. I'm doing my job.
Okay. We didn't say nothing.
Now, pero since you're here...
We didn't say anything.
Okay, no importa, pero now I'm saying it to you. Since you're here, I want to see both of you IDs.
What?
What? Is this a joke? No, it's not. Do I look like I'm playing?
They question the legality of his order and request to speak with his sergeant. The officer persists, ordering them to comply.
Can you call your sergeant?
Both of you IDs.
I don't have ID.
I need ID.
I don't have ID.
No, yeah, I'm going to call my sergeant when I finish getting your ID.
I don't have
okay,
ID.
So put your hands in there.
Is this a lawful order?
It is.
How is it lawful?
Because I'm giving it to you.
Listen,
Okay. So let's talk about later. Your hands behind your back.
You're being
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
I don't have ID.
I have a set of handcuffs for you.
I don't have ID. For what? What are you handcuffing him for?
Wait, call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
I will.
What's the crime?
I will.
Relax.
What's the crime? What are you doing?
What crime did I commit? Can you tell me? What crime did I commit? Relax.
Don't worry about it. Come over here, Baba. You're right there.
What are you doing?
So right there.
A guy was driving his car down the road when a cop stopped him and asked for his license without any reason. Fortunately, the guy knew his rights and told the cop that asking for his license without a valid reason violated his Fourth Amendment rights.
Sheriff's office, license and registration, please.
For what, sir?
Because we're doing a checking detail, okay?
Oh, I got that, but I got that, but what crime did I commit or traffic violation did I commit?
Checking IDs and stuff.
I get that, but that's a violation of my Fourth Amendment because it is because I
so
have.
when I ask you for a driver's license, you're compelled to give it to
I'm
me,
not.
okay?
Unless I committed a crime, about to commit a crime, and you suspect me of committing a crime. I haven't committed any traffic violations or anything. I get it, but it's a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
The cop claimed that the Supreme Court had ruled such stops were legal, but the guy questioned which Supreme Court case that was. The cop couldn't provide a specific case, but insisted it had been ruled legal.
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just going to get your information off your tag, check your driver's license, and those things.
But I get that, but what traffic violation have I committed?
So, the Supreme Court has ruled that we can get out here and do checking details in the roadway. It is a legal thing, and anybody that comes through has to possess a driver's license, has to possess a registration, has to possess insurance, and an inspection sticker.
If they've committed a crime?
No.
Yes.
We can stand out here and check anybody's information. The Supreme What has ruled that it is legal.
So you can just randomly ask people?
We can randomly ask
But that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
The Supreme Court has said it is not.
What Supreme Court case is that?
Do what?
What Supreme Court case is that?
It's not a Supreme Court case. The Supreme Court has just ruled on it and said that it is legal.
When was that ruled?
Huh?
What ruling? In order for the Supreme Court doesn't just come out and say, hey, we're going to make this ruling. It has to have been a Supreme Court case.
Despite the cop's claims, the guy asserted his Fourth Amendment rights and refused to provide his license without a valid reason.
I'm not trying to make anything hard, but unless
I
I've committed, yeah, no, I get it.
People do this to us all the time, but the Supreme Court has ruled it is legal. So yes, we have the legal right to do it.
I would have to see that because I still have a Fourth Amendment right, regardless.
You are licensed. Your inspection sticker's good. Your tags are good. You got a seatbelt on. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a wonderful day. Please be safe.
In the end, the cop let him go, and they both wished each other a safe day. In a quaint town, a situation unfolds with a touch of sarcasm in the air. One person seems to be offering guidance on a matter, while the other insists they're just conveying the law. There's a discussion about a specific distance, not exceeding 12 inches.
So you're telling me how to do my job?
No. I'm just telling you what the law is.
I mean, how
Park
far?
illegally. To be parked legally or illegally. How many inches from the... Would you get a ticket?
I'll tell you that. That's not too far.
That's not 12 inches?
That's not too far. Where does it say it has to be 12 inches?
In the traffic law.
He wrote the traffic law.
I didn't write it. Your name is Cho.
Yeah, you can write down anything you want.
8208. That's okay. I'm just trying to, I'm not being nasty or nothing. You guys say,
What part of your car got hit?
I'm not sure. And your name is Chu?
Yes.
14735? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, this, you guys seem to have a little, I hit the car, okay? Okay.
So you want to report?
And you told me that that the law says 2 feet, and you know that it's not 2 feet. Anybody common sense knows that if you're 2 feet out, you're in the freaking... It's 12 inches, I just read it. I looked it up, and how far...
As time passes, the tone shifts, possibly due to the awareness of being recorded. The conversation revolves around reporting an incident, perhaps an accident, and the topic of licenses and registrations arises. They exchange differing viewpoints on these matters.
You want to report?
Well, I need to report because
Yeah.
he's saying it's my fault.
License registration.
The whole thing came because you're giving me the wrong information.
License registration.
And I don't have to go to,
Incorrect.
to court to know that. And by the way, I'm filming you.
Eventually, the tone mellows, and they discuss the discretion exercised in enforcing rules. It becomes clear that not everything results in issuing tickets, and there's an explanation about the practicalities of law enforcement.
Number on top? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the number you're going to tell your insurance company. Okay? You have to understand, not everything is like a summons. It's our discretion. Okay?
No.
We say 2 feet because we don't have rulers. You understand?
Yeah, no.
That's how, I can't walk around with a ruler writing everybody up. That person's a little out away, that one's a little away, stuff like that. That's how it works.
Okay.
I don't write people who are 14 and a half feet
No, but
from a hydrant.
I want you to give them a ticket. I was just stating the law the way it's written.
But we write that what you say anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So that's
Okay,
how
no
it works.
problem, yeah.
So your insurance company figures all that stuff out.
The encounter concludes with a mention of insurance companies handling the aftermath. There is a guy riding his bike. He sees some cops from the Santa Monica Police Department talking to a couple of people. He takes out his camera and starts recording. But Officer Hallowell doesn't like it and starts acting tough.
You don't need to step over there and have your bike behind my car. I don't know who you are, actually.
You know him?
Yeah.
Is he with the media?
Yes. He's got a press pass.
So you want to see my press pass?
Just step over. It's supposed to be displayed before you start recording, so just move over a little bit.
Can you not touch my bike, but I'll move. Can you not kick my bike again? I'll move.
I didn't kick your bike. Why would you make up a lie?
Well, why your knees
My
touching
knees
it?
here, is that a kick?
The officer tells him to move, saying his bike should be seen first before recording. They argue about a knee touching a wheel and such. Things get heated, and the officer says he'll talk to him later, moving closer. The guy asks him to back up, but the officer says he's too close to their investigation.
All right, can you move your knee?
Can you move your bike?
I will. Can you just back up, sir?
No, I cannot.
But right now
You
you're
walk-
touching my stuff.
Well, you need to move.
I'm asking you to stop touching my property.
And I'm asking you, could you move from behind my car?
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, of course. Can you get away from my property?
How is that impeding you?
You're not
moving
even
your
wearing
stuff?
a mask.
I
There's
don't
an
need a-
ordinance in Santa Monica to wear a mask.
Not outside.
You work for the city, dude. This
But it's
is
not
ridiculous.
It's not outside.
You just had to use your knee to knee my wheel. Is your body cam on, facing downwards?
Are you not going to move?
I am.
So move.
Just back up your knee, my
You're not
freaking
doing
property.
I'm not doing
This is
anything.
ridiculous.
My knee is on your tire.
Next thing that happens
Move
is my
over.
tire touches you and you say I assaulted you. Now you're just going closer to me.
I want you to move over.
I am.
And
see
get
that?
back in a reasonable space.
I'm
And then
doing it.
provide your press pass and you can be wherever you want to be.
I'm good. Just get away from me, please.
You approached us. I'm in a public space. So if anybody should be getting away, it should be you. You're too close to our investigation. I'm going to tell you one more time.
So now
because now you're trying to go into where they are. So I'm telling you to back up because you don't have a press pass. I don't know who you are.
My name is Senate.
I don't know what that means. I'm asking you to back up.
Okay, so can I get off my bike and you back up? Can you give me a little space? Would you just mind that?
No,
Please,
no, because
sir?
you keep approaching my partner.
I'm not keep approaching.
It's
That's
very
not
clear.
True. I've been backing
You
up
were
since.
here and then you were here.
Right, so-
I got you to move over there.
All right, so I'm gonna get off my bike. Can you just back up for me?
No, I can't.
Sorry, can I have a badge
No,
ID?
you cannot. You can't have anything.
Hello, you're being called.
You can't have anything.
I can't have a badge and ID number?
Not right.
They go back and forth. and the officer gets angrier, forgetting the laws he learned. In the end, it turns out the cops were just dealing with vending issues. The guy keeps his cool, just wanting to provide transparency.
No one is going to fear me with your camera. I want that on your camera. You're not going to put me in fear with your camera.
I hope not.
I don't care where you go, you do that, I do not.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You want my supervisor? He's at the top of the phone.
I don't want anyone. Okay. I'm just here to provide transparency.
Well, make sure you step back in a clear manner when you do that. It's for officer safety.
Got
Everyone
you.
in the country knows that.
No one's talking to you.
I'm talking to you, though. I told you no. I'm outside. You are not the commander of me.
What's going on here? Now everyone's leaving? What is going on? What is going on? Yo, sir. They were just talking to you, sir. What the heck just happened? You're a photographer for the sheriffs? What is going on right now? What is going on right now?
Confusion lingers as everyone leaves, wondering what just happened. In the town of Columbia, there was a police officer who found himself in trouble. He was told not to let people have more drinks after 11 o'clock at a bar.
Put it down. Governor's rule, you can't have any more alcohol after 11. Sir, if you drink that, you will go to jail. Go out, leave, let's go, now. Your hand was on it, sir. And you're a little colorblind, sir. Right, stop calling me ignorant. Let's go. Cutting it close, guys. 11 o'clock sharp, they've got to be out of here. No alcohol open.
One person didn't like this rule and said some bad things to the officer. The officer got very angry and used a mean word about someone's skin color.
I'm sorry, what was that? What did you say? Please say it to my face. I believe your exact terminology was pigs.
Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
That was you. Because you were mad we made you leave without drinking your beer.
Was that on film or anything? Did you get that on your body camera?
Actually, yeah, I did.
All right, cool.
Try again. What's your problem? Speak freely. You got my attention now because that's what you wanted, so speak freely.
My issue is you talking to these people of color as if they are less than human.
The people of color. The gentleman right there that called me a
Ryan,
that guy that just called me a
Can you stop saying that word, please?
I never called you that.
Actually, you did. It's on body cam, so try again.
No, actually, I never.
Try again.
I've never said that a day in my life.
Yes, sir, you did.
No, actually, don't.
Yes, sir, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It's on camera.
60.
Camera.
I never.
Right there. You just did it again.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Dude, there's literally like 17.
You got mad because I told you couldn't drink your drink, so you called me that word.
What word?
Okay.
You want to say it again?
Yeah, actually I do. Say it.
Why? Because all you're doing is calling me ignorant.
Sir.
That's what that word means. If you'd like to call yourself ignorant, keep saying it. Actually, if you look in the dictionary, it does.
Dictionary, dog.
No.
Yeah, you know the book you open and read? That thing.
Oh, you mean the dictionary that has been established by people who established the law?
Right, established by people of the law. Correct. When I was called that, I can say it back saying the guy that just called, oh, I can't? He can say it to me, but I can't say it to him.
White.
Right.
You're white.
Who cares what color I am? He called me a word.
It's a racist word.
It's not a racist. I said he called me that word. Nobody was called that.
Use it. You can't use it.
I can't use it.
Escalating.
I can't do it.
His boss saw everything on a video and was very upset. The officer was suspended from work without pay. People in the town were mad because they thought he treated people with different skin colors unfairly. They wanted him to learn to be nicer to everyone. Treating everyone with kindness and respect is very important. In a bustling city, a man with a camera moves through the streets, capturing the world around him. As he goes about his business, a female police officer approaches him, gesturing for him to cease recording in public.
Supervisors may come out and tell you to stop filming their building.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Okay.
The man, well versed in his rights, proceeds to explain the law to her. He asserts that he is exercising his First Amendment right to document his surroundings, and that he is not obligated to follow the policies of the establishment.
It's a First Amendment right, and I'm just walking around, been walking all around the city recording stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
And you know how that is. They don't pay me to follow their policy, so I won't do it. If they want me to put me on the payroll to follow their policy, I'll be more than happy to follow their policy.
Okay.
And I'm an executive, so they've got to pay me pretty good.
Okay, I understand that.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Well, let me have your name. What is your
No,
name?
I'm not giving that.
The officer inquires about his identity and badge number, but the man stands firm, invoking his Fourth Amendment right to withhold his name. Their exchange continues, with the officer cautioning him not to trespass onto private property.
Well, my name's Detective Hunter.
Detective
Strong
Hunter.
Police. Yes, sir. And what's your name?
I'm not giving my name.
Why aren't you giving your name?
Because I have a Fourth Amendment right not to. What's your badge number?
It's 665.
665?
Yes, sir.
And you're basically telling me that I can't record here.
You can't record their buildings. No, sir.
I can't do this here?
That is their property, sir.
Is this their property right here?
No, sir. This is public, but this is their private property.
And anything I can see, I can record.
Well, sir, you can record it, but it's a safety issue for them. I know they won't take anything inside the structures. They don't like people taking pictures.
Did I go inside?
No, sir. You're not inside.
Okay. Then what's the problem?
Sir, I'm just telling you that do not go inside their property.
Did I go in their property?
No, sir, you didn't, but your camera
Then why do you
did.
tell me not to go in there?
Your camera did.
No, my camera's been right here.
Well, sir, you've been viewing the inside of the property. You walked all the way down in front of the structure there.
Yeah. I can't look there. Do I have to close my eyes when I turn my head that way?
Videoing too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't like that to be done.
I don't care what they like, actually.
Okay.
Anything I can see, I can record.
Yes, sir, you can.
Yes, see? There you go. You even admit I can, but you're telling me not.
The man clarifies that he has not entered any private premises and reiterates his right to record anything visible from public spaces.
You don't have the authority to take a picture of me. I'm telling you, you cannot.
I'm on public property. You're in public.
Okay, well,
You have no expectation of privacy in public.
So you can't film me, sir.
Why not?
You can't film me.
Are you in public?
It's private property. You can't film me.
This is private property. You just said this is private property.
This is public here, but the
This
building
is public.
is theirs.
Building. I'm pointing to the building.
Okay, the building. If I can stand out here on public and I can see that building, I can record it.
Yeah, you can stand
That's-
out here. You just can't.
And I can record.
You can't record me or my officers.
Yeah, I can record anybody I can see in public.
Yeah, you right here. You good?
Yeah, so you just told me I can't do it, but then you tell me I can if I'm in public. If I can see this building, I can record it. Now, if you want to build a wall around it so I can't see it, then I can't record it. Now, that gentleman right there, he knows. We've talked before. That guy right there, he knows perfectly well. I got another video of him. That's why he ain't coming over here saying anything. He knows. You can talk to this gentleman right here. This gentleman knows what he's talking about.
There was a police officer who lost her job. Moving on, we meet another lady cop trying to handle a trespassing problem. Everything seems okay until she says a hurtful word, not once, but twice. She talks about last names like Lemon and Gray.
Saying a record as far as like they can't find any active. Also, with your two last names, you use Lemon and not Gray, or Gray and not Lemon, or Lemon Gray. He didn't run it that way. So it's not that you don't have a record like court date. It means they can't find anything with whatever he ran by. That's what it means. What were you in court for?
The last one.
The last one. How many you got?
I had a upcoming acting one June 20th for disorderly conduct.
Where out of?
Right over the paperwork. Silver Spring.
Hey, we're trying to. You want to get out of here fast, right? So if we have more people, y'all been trying to something. If you want to get out of here faster, we have more of our friends to help get out faster. Nope, that's a quote. Those were your words. I would still say it because what I'm doing is repeating your words.
It seems she didn't say it right, and it doesn't mean you have a bad history in court. The lady denies using a bad word and says she's just repeating their words. There's a story about a cop and a trooper working together, hand in hand. In the first clip, they're near a car, close to the passenger seat floor. They seem to be up to something tricky.
Exactly. Because then you could have said, okay, well.
The cop carries a kit, like he knows he's going to find something. It's all quite suspicious. Then, they find something. Marijuana. They talk about it, and it seems like they're separating words.
I'm pissing out here.
Trying to test some substance. Trying to test something.
The trooper checks the marijuana, making sure it's clear at the bottom and dark on top. He says it's marijuana. But later, when this video surfaces, it turns out the case for drug possession got dropped.
All it is smoking. It's just cigarette smoke out.
You know how many people are like that right there. Yeah, they are.
Alright. Marijuana's marijuana.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wow.
Can I see that?
Sure. You see where it's separated? Jeez. So what I'm looking for is clear on the bottom, dark on the top, like it is. Alright, so marijuana's marijuana.
Something fishy was going on, and justice prevailed. Hold on to our final clip, which is the most scariest and most creepiest one. And if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our creepiest videos. A lady was driving her car when she saw flashing red and blue lights behind her. A police officer pulled her over, and she felt worried.
How you doing? Got your license on you?
So why did you pull me over?
Speeding, ma'am.
No, I slowed down to 45.
No, I got you. I got you at 58 coming in there.
No, it was 40.
Sir, is a traffic stop with you? Step out for me.
Soon, the officer asked her to step out of the car and then arrested her husband for some reason. Confused, her husband started recording the scene with his phone, expressing distrust and fear of the officer.
Step out. Step out. I'm not going to ask you again. Step out. 8 or 8 or 1. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. I'm gonna have a seat over here with me.
Oh,
right this way, sir.
Oh, you're funny. Hey, Flavia, get my phone and record this piece of shit.
Have a seat.
Yes, sir. Jackass.
The officer tried to explain but couldn't calm the situation, leaving everyone puzzled and uneasy. The lady felt her heart racing as she wondered why they were in this strange and unsettling situation.
Really? So he has no proof on how fast I
They
was
show up to
going?
court and then the judge will let you see the dash cam, the radar, whatever you need to see. I don't have to answer your questions about a camera or anything. I'm explaining to you the citation and why your husband went on cuffs. When I walk up here and your husband's already throwing his arms up and saying, this guy's a I don't know there's some in here. I don't trust him. There's something wrong with your husband. I don't know if he has anger problems. Listen, let me finish. I don't know if he has anger problems or what's wrong with him. But put yourself in my shoes.
Oh,
If
I
you
know.
walked up,
Trust me, my life's gonna be hell.
okay, what are you? Do you need help? Are you sure you're fine? Okay, because you're telling me you're scared to go with him. I don't trust that guy. There's something wrong with him. I don't know if he has anger problems. And you can record. You don't have to hide your phone up there. Put it in front of you. You have every right to record. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. The first thing you do when you guys pass me, he sees me turn around, he throws his hands up at me. That's
because
okay, now let me finish.
Every
That's
time
number
we
one.
come into Oklahoma, there's a police
Okay.
officer waiting for us.
Second thing, I walk up here and he's already telling you, this guy, he's a this I get him out of here, he's a piece of you heard it all.
The officer's actions seemed random, and the lady and her husband couldn't understand why they were being treated this way. The situation became tense, and they were left feeling uncertain and anxious about what would happen next. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.